Welcome, adventurer. You'll be stepping into the role of Ijeoma, the charismatic half-elf bard. Ijeoma walks the path of chaotic good with a past shrouded in criminal undertones, making her a compelling and complex character. She is proficient in the arts of animal handling and perception, skills honed through years of living on the wrong side of the law. Clad in leather armor that whispers tales of countless adventures, Ijeoma wields a polished longsword that gleams under the moon, a weapon as sharp as her wit. Strapped to her back is a well-loved lute, the strings of which have been plucked to the rhythm of countless tales, and are ready to echo the melodies of many more. Ijeoma's strength won't shatter mountains, but she's nimble, both in body and mind. With a dexterity score of 15, she dances through life with a light step, her every move a symphony. Her wisdom and charisma, rated at 14 and 16 respectively, make her a captivating presence, a beacon of charm in the darkest nights. Her intelligence may fall short at 8, but who needs books when the world itself is a tutor? As for her constitution, a score of 12 assures that she can weather what trials lie ahead. With a past steeped in shades of grey, a heart that beats to the rhythm of freedom, and a voice that weaves tales of wonder, you're Ijeoma, the bard whose song is yet to be sung. Let us begin. Your adventure begins on the outskirts of Veres, a city known for its grand libraries, arcane colleges, and a labyrinth of dark secrets beneath its surface. A letter from an anonymous sender has led you here. It promises information about your long-lost family, a secret that has puzzled and pained you for years. The letter guides you to a hidden passage in the city's underbelly, known only to the most daring and knowledgeable. The moon is a silver sliver in the sky, its light barely reaches the cobblestone alley where you stand. The city is asleep, its dreams echoing in the quiet night. The alley snakes towards a nondescript building, a place the letter describes as the gateway to your past. Suddenly, a feral cat darts out from the shadows, its eyes glowing. It stops and turns, staring at you with a strange intensity. You feel a strange connection with this creature, a silent understanding. Do you follow the cat, or do you continue on your path towards the building? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Catherine has been chosen. Pick up and cuddle the cat. You approach the cat, slowly extending a hand and giving it a soft smile. The cat maintains eye contact, not showing any signs of fear or aggression. Before you can pick it up, give me a roll, please. The outcome will determine how the cat responds to your advances. Roll a d20. Tell me what you rolled. You rolled 19. With a roll of 19, your natural affinity for animals shines through. The cat, sensing your good intentions, allows you to scoop it up into your arms. You can feel its soft purring against your chest, a soothing vibration that seems to resonate with the cool, quiet night. As you cradle the feline, its gaze remains fixed on the nondescript building, its eyes glinting with an uncanny understanding. It seems clear that the cat wants you to continue on your path. The building's door is barely visible, blending seamlessly with the brickwork. You approach, the cat nestled comfortably in your arms. As you draw closer, you notice the faint outline of an elvish glyph on the door. It's a protection symbol, meant to ward off evil spirits and unwanted visitors. Suddenly, the cat leaps from your arms and darts towards the door, standing at its base and looking back at you expectantly. What do you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach Demon has been chosen. I name the cat, Mr. Fuzzbit, and place him upon my shoulder. I ask him in the cat tongue if I should enter. Your voice softens as you look into the cat's eyes and christen him Mr. Fuzzbit. He responds with a soft purr, nuzzling into your neck as he settles on your shoulder. His furry whiskers tickle your ear. You then whisper to Mr. Fuzzbit in the tongue of the cat's, asking for his guidance. His eyes seem to sparkle with understanding as he listens to your question. Roll a d20 to see if you can understand Mr. Fuzzbit's response. Tell me what you rolled. You rolled 12. With a roll of 12, you decipher Mr. Fuzzbit's response. His purrs and mews translate into a simple but affirmative, yes. He seems to believe that you should enter the mysterious building. His whiskers twitch in anticipation as his gaze returns to the elvish glyph on the door. As you reach out to touch the glyph, the stone door creaks open, revealing a dimly lit corridor. Cobwebs hang like forgotten memories, and a musty smell fills the air, a mixture of old books, damp soil, and time itself. Mr. Fuzzbit's yellow eyes glow brighter as he leaps from your shoulder, landing softly on the stone floor before scampering into the building. He stops a few paces in, looking back at you and seeming to beckon you forward with a flick of his tail. Will you follow Mr. Fuzzbit into the shadowy depths or consider an alternate course of action? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Daniel Kite has been chosen. Yes, go after him. As you step into the corridor, the door closes behind you with an ominous thud, swallowing the moonlight and casting you into darkness. Only the faint glow of Mr. Fuzzbit's eyes guide you, as you navigate the cool, damp underground passageway. You feel along the rough stone walls, your fingers brushing against ancient carvings. They tell the story of the city, its rise to power, and the secrets it harbored. The further you venture in, the denser the air feels, heavy with history and mystery. Suddenly, you sense a movement in the shadows ahead. You squint, but the darkness is thick, almost tangible. A low growl echoes through the corridor, freezing you in your tracks. It doesn't sound like Mr. Fuzzbit. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Based ape has been chosen. Ask Mr. Fuzzbot to attack the growler. You turn your gaze to Mr. Fuzzbot, his eyes reflecting your determination. You communicate your intentions in the terse language of cats, urging him to confront the growling entity. Before Mr. Fuzzbot leaps into action, however, we need to determine if he can successfully follow your command. Roll a d20 for an animal handling check. Tell me what you roll. You rolled 3. With a roll of 3, Mr. Fuzzbot seems uncertain, the growl having set him on edge. His fur stands on end and his tail puffs out in instinctual fear. He hunkers down, his eyes darting between you and the direction of the growling sound. Despite your best efforts, it seems Mr. Fuzzbot is too frightened to confront the unseen threat. You feel a chill run down your spine as the growl echoes through the corridor once again, this time with an added undertone of a guttural snarl. Your eyes begin to adjust to the darkness, and you see a faint outline of a large, hulking figure lurking in the shadows ahead. Your hand instinctively tightens around the hilt of your longsword, your bardic instincts humming a cautionary tune. How will you deal with this looming threat? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach Demon has been chosen. I see a giant werecat blocking my path. I play my lute to soothe the savage beast. As the silhouette of the giant werecat comes into focus, your heart pounds in your chest. You slowly unstrap your lute, your fingers brushing against the familiar strings. You begin to play a melody, a soothing lullaby that you hope will calm the agitated beast. Roll a d20 for a performance check to see if your music can pacify the werecat. Tell me what you rolled. You rolled 14. With a roll of 14, your fingers dance deftly over the strings of your lute, coaxing out a melody that fills the dark corridor. The music echoes off the stone walls, wrapping around the werecat like a soothing lullaby. The werecat, initially tense and ready to pounce, seems to relax under the spell of your music. Its growls subside, replaced by a low, rhythmic purring. Its eyes, once glowing with aggression, appear softer, its posture less threatening. The melody intertwines with the heavy silence of the corridor, the notes lingering in the air like a tangible peace treaty. The werecat's previously hostile stance shifts, and it lays down, its eyes half closed in a state of tranquility. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Maureen Peters has been chosen. Feed Fuzzbot to the werecat. Tail first, since you never liked cats and it was looking weird at you before. Hold on, adventurer. While I understand your sudden change of heart might be driven by the tension of the moment, this action seems rather extreme. Remember, your character, Ijeoma, has a proficiency in animal handling. She has a natural affinity for animals and is unlikely to harm them without a significant reason. Is there another course of action you'd like to take? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach Demon has been chosen. I offer the Werecat Tuna, Pocket Tuna, and try to tame the beast. Remembering a can of tuna you keep for emergencies, you rummage through your belongings. The metallic can glistens in the faint light, the smell of fish wafting through the corridor as you open it. You cautiously approach the Werecat, placing the can of tuna on the ground in front of it. Its nostrils twitch at the scent, and it looks at you with curious eyes. Roll a d20 for an animal handling check to determine if you're able to tame the beast. Tell me what you rolled. You rolled 1. With a roll of 1, your attempt to tame the beast doesn't go as planned. As you place the can of tuna on the ground, your foot slips on the damp stone floor, causing the can to skid away into the darkness. The Werecat, startled by the sudden movement, rises to its feet, its eyes flaring with renewed caution. The soothing lullaby from your lute seems to be losing effect, replaced by the Werecat's low growls echoing through the corridor. Your heart pounds in your chest as the situation becomes precarious once again. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Tristan Armstrong has been chosen. Deploy emergency Werecatnip. In a moment of quick thinking, you remember a rumor you overheard in a tavern about Werecats having a weakness for catnip, or in this case, Werecatnip. You rummage through your bag and pull out a small pouch. The contents emit a strong, aromatic fragrance, irresistible to feline creatures. You scatter the Werecatnip before the agitated Werecat. Its eyes widen, and it leans forward, cautiously sniffing the air. Roll a d20 for an animal handling check. This will determine if the Werecatnip can successfully distract the Werecat and defuse the tense situation. Tell me what you rolled. You rolled 1. With a roll of 1, your attempt to distract the Werecat with Werecatnip doesn't go as smoothly as you'd hoped. Instead of being lured by the potent smell, the Werecat sneezes violently, its eyes watering. It seems to be allergic to Werecatnip. The beast's growls deepen, and it glares at you, its patience evidently running thin. The situation has escalated, the tension in the corridor palpable. You reach reflexively for your longsword, your heart pounding like a war drum. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Maureen Peters has been chosen. The werecat seems to have gotten the munchies. Munchies for human flesh. Better start running. As the werecat's growls morph into a hunger-driven roar, you realize that the situation has become dangerously critical. Your instincts scream at you to flee, and you don't dare ignore them. You turn on your heel and start to sprint back the way you came, your boots slapping against the stone floor. The werecat roars behind you, and the sound echoes through the corridor, giving you an adrenaline-fueled burst of speed. Suddenly, you trip over a protruding stone, and your heart skips a beat as the ground rushes up to meet you. Roll a d20 for a dexterity saving throw to see if you can catch yourself before tumbling to the ground. Tell me what you rolled. You rolled 12. With a roll of 12, you manage to catch yourself just in time. You stumble but manage to regain your balance, your hand scraping against the cold, rough stone floor. You cast a quick glance over your shoulder and find the werecat gaining on you, its eyes gleaming hungrily in the dim light. With renewed urgency, you push yourself to your feet and continue your desperate flight through the winding stone corridor. The terror of the chase combined with the labyrinth-like path leaves you disoriented, your heart pounding in your chest. Suddenly, you spot a sliver of light up ahead. It seems to be coming from an upward-leading tunnel. Do you make a run for the light, or do you try to hide in the shadows? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Daniel Kite has been chosen. Run for the light. With the werecat close on your heels, you make a dash for the light. The tunnel steepens, leading you higher and further away from the cold depths of the underground corridor. As you run, the light begins to grow brighter, its warm glow a stark contrast to the chilling pursuit behind you. You can hear the werecat's frustrated roars echoing in the tunnel, growing fainter as you ascend. Just as you're about to reach the exit, a loose stone on the path threatens to tip you off balance. Roll a d20 for a dexterity saving throw to see if you can avoid tripping. Tell me what you rolled. You rolled 14. With a roll of 14, your foot slips on the loose stone, but you manage to keep your footing and prevent a complete fall. You quickly regain your composure, your resolve unbroken, and continue your mad dash towards freedom. As you burst out of the tunnel, the cool night air hits you like a wave. You find yourself in a secluded part of the city, the moon casting long shadows across the empty cobblestone streets. Behind you, the tunnel entrance is just a dark void, the growls of the werecat barely audible now. You lean against a nearby wall, catching your breath. Your heart is still racing, but you're safe. For now, at least. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Base tape has been chosen. Make sure our new friend Mr. Fuzzbit is safe and with you. In the adrenaline-fueled escape, you had almost forgotten about Mr. Fuzzbit. You call out to him in the quiet night, hoping he managed to keep up. Roll a d20 for a perception check to see if you can locate your feline companion. Tell me what you rolled. You rolled 16. With a roll of 16, you hear a familiar purr from the shadows. There, peeking from a nearby barrel is Mr. Fuzzbit, his golden eyes glowing in the moonlight. He appears unscathed, if a bit rattled from the chase. He bounds over to you, rushing against your legs and purring contentedly. Despite the chaotic events in the tunnel, his trust in you remains unbroken. You feel a wave of relief wash over you. No matter what comes next, you won't face it alone. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach Demon has been chosen. I find myself in an above-ground catacomb, where a coven of dancing cats are holding a ritual, summoning Mr. Fuzzbit their king. He then begins to speak to me about my destiny. As you make your way through the quiet streets with Mr. Fuzzbit, you stumble upon a sight that leaves you in awe. In a secluded square, bathed in moonlight, a group of cats of all sizes and colors are assembled in a circle. They move rhythmically, their bodies swaying in what seems to be a coordinated dance. As you approach, the cats part, forming a path for Mr. Fuzzbit. He walks with a newfound dignity, his tail held high. As he reaches the center of the circle, the cats bow their heads, a sign of respect for their king. Mr. Fuzzbit then turns to you, his eyes carrying a depth of wisdom that you hadn't noticed before. He begins to speak in a voice that resonates in your mind, a telepathic communication that sends shivers down your spine. He speaks of a destiny intertwined with your own, the threads of your fates woven together in a tapestry of trials and triumphs. The path to find your long-lost family lies ahead, fraught with danger but promising answers. As the King of Cats, Mr. Fuzzbit pledges his loyalty to you. His coven will aid you in your quest, providing you with assistance in the most unexpected of ways. With this newfound knowledge and a reignited determination, how will you proceed on your journey? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Loser Nerd has been chosen. Ask the cat coven for a way around the Werecat. You turn to the feline coven, their eyes shining with anticipation. In the language of cats, you ask them for a way around the Werecat lurker in the depths of the underground tunnel. Mr. Fuzzbit, standing tall and regal, translates your request to the coven. The cats begin to move again, their dance growing frenzied. Their movements seem to trace a pattern on the ground, a map of the city's underbelly, the secret passages and tunnels etched in their choreography. Roll a d20 for a perception check to see if you can understand the intricacies of the dance and decode the secret path they are showing you. Tell me what you rolled. You rolled 12. With a roll of 12, you manage to decipher the general direction of the alternative route through the cat's intricate dance. The dance, an abstract representation of the city's underground layout, suggests a detour that could potentially avoid the lair of the Werecat. The path seems to lead through a series of less frequented tunnels, a route that may be challenging but certainly preferable to another encounter with the Werecat. You commit the directions to memory, thanking the feline coven and their king, Mr. Fuzzbit, for their assistance. As the cats finish their mystical dance, they fade back into the shadows of the city, leaving you and Mr. Fuzzbit standing in the moonlit square. With your new knowledge and an enhanced resolve, you prepare to venture back into the city's underbelly. Before you head back, is there anything else you would like to do? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Tristan Armstrong has been chosen. Follow the secret cat path to adventure. Feeling yourself, you make your way back to the entrance of the underground network, Mr. Fuzzbit trailing at your heels. You recall the intricate dance of the cat coven and the hidden path they revealed. With this newfound knowledge, you step into the shadowy underbelly of the city once more. The path is narrow and winding, leading you deeper into the labyrinth of tunnels. The walls echo with silence, disturbed only by the soft padding of your boots and Mr. Fuzzbit's paws. As you delve deeper into the city's hidden passages, the air grows colder. Suddenly, up ahead, you see a flickering light. You squint, and the faint outline of a door comes into view. It's adorned with ancient symbols, similar to the elvish glyph you encountered before. The door seems to be the only way forward. How will you proceed? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Dragon_Lord has been chosen. Start singing praises to the wind in a tone-deaf manner. Encouraged by the echoes in the tunnel, you clear your throat and start singing praises to the wind. Your voice bounces off the ancient stone walls, filling the tunnel with a unique melody. While your pitch might be questionable, your enthusiasm is infectious. Even Mr. Fuzzbert joins in, yowling in harmony with your song. Your performance is energetic, if not entirely tuneful. As you reach the crescendo of your song, you notice the elvish glyphs on the door start to glow, resonating with your voice. Roll a d20 for a performance check to see if your tone-deaf singing has any magical effects on the door. Tell me what you rolled. You rolled 2. With a roll of 2, your voice cracks on a particularly high note. The glowing glyphs flicker momentarily but fail to maintain a steady light. It seems your off-key singing has temporarily stunned the magic within the door, but not enough to unlock it. Mr. Fuzzbert looks up at you, his tail flicking in contemplation. The door stands firm before you, its ancient glyphs pulsating weakly in response to your recent performance. It's clear that the door requires a different approach. What will you try next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach Demon has been chosen. I open the door and see legendary Wolf Bonus Hole, guide to adventurers sitting on a stool and smoking a pipe. It greets Mr. Fuzzbert with a high five. They begin to twerk that I arrived. As you approach the door, something unexpected happens. It swings open on its own, as if recognizing your presence. What greets you on the other side is an even bigger surprise. Sitting on a stool in the middle of a grand chamber is a legendary wolf, known as Bonus Hole, the guide to adventurers. The sight of the wolf, casually smoking a pipe, is surreal and oddly comforting. The wolf greets Mr. Fuzzbert with an enthusiastic high five before turning its attention to you. It rises from its stool and begins to twerk in celebration of your arrival. Welcome, Ijeoma, Bonus Hole says, pausing in its dance. I've been expecting you. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach Demon has been chosen. I begin twerking and then ask about why I was summoned. Unable to resist the infectious energy, you join Bonus Hole and Mr. Fuzzbert in their twerking celebration. Once the moment of merriment subsides, you straighten up and address Bonus Hole. Bonus Hole, you say, I am here because I received a letter. It spoke of my long-lost family and guided me to this city's underbelly. Can you tell me why I was summoned? Bonus Hole takes a long puff from its pipe, its eyes gleaming with wisdom and a hint of mischief. Ah, the letter, it muses. Yes, I can help. But first, you must prove you're ready. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Maureen Peters has been chosen. Gnaw off my left foot to prove my bravery. Your suggestion to gnaw off your left foot to prove your bravery is indeed extreme. It's clear you're ready to meet any challenge head-on, but perhaps there's a less self-destructive way to demonstrate your courage. Remember, you're a bard with a charismatic persona and various other unique skills. Maybe there's another way to prove your bravery to bonus hole. What else would you like to try? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach Demon has been chosen. I will impress you, as always, with a song that sounds a lot like Cherry Bomb and a twerk myself dizzy. With your decision made, you step back, centering yourself in the grand chamber. You unstrap your lute, your fingers brushing against the strings in anticipation. With a deep breath, you start strumming a melody that mimics Cherry Bomb, giving it your own unique bardic twist. As the rhythm takes hold, you begin to twerk wildly, your movements in sync with the energetic melody. The chamber echoes with the sounds of your song, and the stone walls seem to vibrate in tune with your twerking. Roll a d20 for a performance check to see how well you perform your song and dance. Tell me what you rolled. You rolled 12. With a roll of 12, you deliver a performance that is enthusiastic and heartfelt. Your song fills the chamber, its melody blending perfectly with your energetic twerking. Although you may not be the most skilled dancer, your spirit and determination more than make up for it. Bonus Hole watches your performance, a wolfish grin spreading across its face. Once you finish, it claps its paws together, its tail wagging in approval. Well done, Ijeoma, it praises, its eyes gleaming with amusement. You've certainly proven your bravery, and in a most entertaining way. Now, let's get down to business. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach Demon has been chosen. I ask about my family, only to find that they have been turned into werecats. Eager to learn more about your family, you turn to Bonus Hole, your expression serious. Bonus Hole, you say, I need to know about my family. And why I was led here. The wolf's jovial demeanor fades, replaced by a grim seriousness that makes your heart beat a little faster. After a moment, it nods, exhaling a heavy cloud of smoke. Your family, it begins, its voice heavy with regret, has been transformed into werecats. Shock ripples through you, the weight of this revelation stunning you into silence. The werecat in the tunnel, the cat coven's dance, Mr. Fosbert's appearance, it all starts to make sense in a twisted, heartbreaking way. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach Demon has been chosen. Woo. Your reaction echoes throughout the chamber, a mix of shock, despair, and perhaps a bit of awe. The sound of your voice rings in your ears, a haunting reminder of the truth about your family. Bonus Hall nods solemnly, understanding your turmoil. It's a lot to take in, Ijeoma. But remember, you're not alone. You have allies, and we will help you navigate this difficult path. You gather your strength, the realization of your family's fate fueling your resolve. You know there's much more to learn and a challenging journey ahead. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Based Ape has been chosen. Sing a song about Bonus Hole in the style of Bohemian Rhapsody. Tell us the lyrics to the song. With a determined nod, you step back, your fingers resting lightly on the strings of your lute. You draw a deep breath and begin to strum a familiar tune, your voice echoing through the chamber as you sing a ballad for Bonus Hole, set to the melody of Bohemian Rhapsody. Is this the real life? Or is this furry fantasy? Caught in a wolf's sight, escaping from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see, he's just a wolf guide, he needs no sympathy. Because he's easy come, easy go, through highs, through lows, any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to Bonus Hole, to Hole. Mama, just met a wolf, told me a tale that's grim, my family's turned to cats, life's looking pretty dim. Mama, life has just begun, and now I've gone and thrown it all away. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Dragon_Lord has been chosen. Finish the song by hitting yourself over the head with the lute. Feeling a wave of dramatic flair, you decide to end your performance with an unexpected act. You raise your lute over your head, preparing to bring it down in a grand finale. However, before you commit to this action, consider the potential consequences. Your lute is not just a musical instrument, it's a symbol of your bardic heritage, a tool of your trade, and a trusted companion on your journey. Is there another way you might conclude your performance? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Base Ape has been chosen. Ask Bonus Holes and Mr. Fuzzy Butt, how can I heal my family? After your spirited performance, you take a moment to regain your composure. You then turn to Bonus Hole, your expression determined. How can I heal my family? You ask, your voice echoing in the silence of the chamber. Bonus Hole regards you thoughtfully, puffing on its pipe. The flickering light dances across its fur, casting shifting shadows. It won't be easy, Ijeoma, it starts, its voice serious. To reverse the transformation, you'll need the Moon Tear, a gem of immense magical power known to restore the natural form of wood beings. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Base Ape has been chosen. Not usually, but I can if you want. Apologies, adventurer, but I'm not sure what you're referring to. Could you please clarify your next course of action? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach Demon has been chosen. I begin singing a version of Ice Ice Baby, tell us the lyrics. With a gleam in your eye, you ready your lute once more and begin strumming the iconic rhythm of Ice Ice Baby. The chamber resounds with the familiar beat, and Bonus Hole's tail wags in time with the rhythm. You clear your throat and start to sing, your lyrics tailored to your current predicament. Alright, stop, collaborate and listen. Ijeoma's back with a brand new mission. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, turn my kin to cats, daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. But Bonus Hole says we gotta go. To the extreme, I rock a lute like a vandal, light up a stage, torch the candle. Dance, rush the wolf that booms, I'm killing this plight like a... Dragon_Lord has been chosen. Change tune and start singing Ice Ice Baby. With an effortless transition, you shift the rhythm of your song, and the familiar tune of Ice Ice Baby resonates in the chamber. Ice, Ice, Baby, on a quest that's maybe gonna find a gem to save from the shady moon tier is what we're after, to cure my kin from their feline disaster. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know, turn off the lights, and I'll glow. To the extreme, I rock a lute like a vandal, light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Your performance brings a sense of unity and determination to the chamber, reminding everyone present of your shared mission. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Base Ape has been chosen. Set out on an adventure to find the Moon Stone. Ask Bonus Hole where to begin. Having bolstered your spirits with your spirited performance, you turn to Bonus Hole, your eyes shining with determination. Bonus Hole, you say, I am ready to embark on this journey. Where do I begin my search for the moon tier? The wolf takes a long puff from his pipe, the smoke curling around his furry head. He fixes you with a serious gaze before speaking. The moon tier is rumored to be held in the Tower of Lunara, a place steeped in ancient magic and guarded by powerful entities. Bonus Hole begins, his voice echoing in the chamber. It's located beyond the Silver Forest at the peak of the Moonlight Hills. It's a treacherous journey, filled with numerous dangers. But I have faith in you, Ijeoma. With a clear destination in mind, you feel a rush of excitement and apprehension. The journey will indeed be challenging, but the thought of your family depending on you fuels your determination. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Maureen Peters has been chosen. Take Bonus Hole with you on your journey, for luck and emergency food. Bonus Hole, would you join me on this journey, you ask, your gaze meeting the wolf's. Your wisdom and strength would be invaluable, and I could use a loyal companion. Bonus Hole seems taken aback for a moment before a wolfish grin spreads across his face. Well, I wouldn't mind a little adventure, he says, standing up from his stool. And I've never been one to turn down a good story. As for the mention of emergency food, Bonus Hole chuckles, a deep rumbling sound that echoes through the chamber. Let's hope it doesn't come to that, Ijeoma, he says, winking at you. With a new ally and friend at your side, you feel ready to take on whatever lies ahead. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach Demon has been chosen. I begin singing a version of Long Way to Tipperary, tell us the lyrics and ride bonus hole towards the Tower of Lunara with Mr. Fuzzbot on my shoulder caterwauling in tune. You mount bonus hole, the wolf strong and sturdy beneath you. Mr. Fuzzbot leaps onto your shoulder, his golden eyes gleaming with anticipation. As you set off towards the Tower of Lunara, you begin to sing a rendition of Long Way to Tipperary, your voice echoing through the still night air. It's a long way to the Tower of Lunara, it's a long way to go. It's a long way to the Tower of Lunara, to the sweetest gem I know. Goodbye to Silver Forest, farewell Moonlight Hill. It's a long, long way to the Tower of Lunara, but my heart's right there still. As you sing, Mr. Fuzzbot joins in, his caterwauling harmonizing with your song. Bonus hole strides are steady and rhythmic, perfectly matching the beat of your melody. The journey towards the Tower of Lunara has just started, and your spirits are high. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach Demon has been chosen. I begin singing a version of Night Fever, I see the tower looming in the distance. With the rhythm of Night Fever playing in your head, you begin to sing a new song, your voice echoing through the surrounding wilderness. Night journey, we know how to do it. Moon tears calling, the tower is falling, we're gonna go through it. Night journey, we know how to show it. Here we are, prancing on a star, we're gonna get to it. As the words leave your lips, you catch sight of the Tower of Lunara looming in the distance, its silhouette a stark contrast against the moonlit sky. A sense of anticipation fills you as you get closer to your destination, and with each step, your resolve strengthens. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Base Ape has been chosen. Once we arrive at the tower, take a look around to see what is there. As you approach the Tower of Lunara, its grandeur becomes more apparent. It stands tall and imposing, an architectural marvel bathed in the soft glow of the moonlight. The tower's stone walls are adorned with ancient glyphs that shimmer with a subtle magic, and the entrance is a massive wooden door, its surface etched with symbols of the moon and stars. The surrounding area is eerily quiet, the tower casting long shadows that dance and flicker with the gentle sway of the trees. There is a sense of ancient magic and mystery in the air, a silent testament to the countless stories the tower holds within its walls. Roll a d20 for a perception check to see what else you can discern about your surroundings. Tell me what you rolled. You rolled 20. With a roll of 20, your senses are exceptionally sharp. You take in every detail of the tower and its surroundings. The glyphs on the tower walls seem to tell a story about the moon tear's origin and power. You notice a path leading around the tower, partially concealed by overgrown shrubs. Peering into the distance, you spot a faint glimmering from the topmost window of the tower, a subtle hint of the magical gem you seek. Mr. Fosbit's fur bristles on your shoulder, indicating he senses no immediate threats. Bonus Hall's eyes scan the area attentively, his stance alert yet calm. It seems you have a moment to plan your next move. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Blaze_Stone has been chosen. Down before Bonus Hall, and ask him for suggestions on what to do next. With a sense of reverence, you dismount from Bonus Hall and kneel before him. Bonus Hall, you say, your gaze meeting the wolf's wise eyes, you have guided adventurers in the past. What do you suggest we do next? Bonus Hall considers your question, his gaze drifting to the tower. Every journey is unique, Ijeoma, he begins, his voice echoing in the quiet night. But in my experience, patience and observation often lead to the best strategy. We should survey the tower from different angles, perhaps explore that path you noticed. We must gather as much information as possible before we proceed. His words resonate with you, echoing your own thoughts of a careful approach. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Based Ape has been chosen. Burst through the front door, singing, rock you like a hurricane. With a sudden burst of courage, you decide to make your presence known. You walk up to the massive wooden door of the tower, your heart pounding in your chest. As you get ready to burst through the door, you start singing the iconic, rock you like a hurricane. Here I am, rock you like a hurricane. Here I am, rock you like a hurricane. The tower's ready to begin. Here I am, rock you like a hurricane. Here I am, rock you like a hurricane. With a final, powerful strum of your lute and a mighty kick, you push open the door and step into the tower. The sound of your song echoes through the tower, announcing your arrival. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach Demon has been chosen. I sing a version of The Devil Went Down to Georgia as I climb the stairs. As you begin your ascent, you start to sing a rendition of "The Devil Went Down to Georgia," adjusting the lyrics to suit your current predicament. Ijeoma went down to the tower, she was looking for a gem to steal. She was in a bind, cause she was way behind, she was willing to make a deal. When she came across this young wolf sitting on a stump and playing it hot. And Ijeoma jumped upon a hickory stump, said, "Boy, let me tell you what. I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a lute player too. And if you'd care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play a pretty good fiddle, boy, but give Ijeoma her due. I'll bet a lute of gold against your soul, cause I think I'm better than you." The sound of your voice fills the tower, providing a rhythmic backdrop to your climb. Mr. Fuzzbot meows in time with your song, while Bonus Hole grunts in approval. You continue your climb, the anticipation of reaching the top growing with every step. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Base tape has been chosen. As you reach the top of the stairs, shout, "I am here for the moon tear. Does anyone wish to try to stop me?" As you reach the top of the stairs, you pause to catch your breath. Gathering your courage, you straighten up and shout, "I am here for the moon tear. Does anyone wish to try to stop me?" Your voice echoes through the tower, its challenge hanging heavy in the air. There's a moment of silence, and then a low rumbling sound fills the room. The tower seems to respond to your call, the walls vibrating subtly. From the shadows, a creature emerges. It's a guardian golem, its form made of stone and magic. Wordlessly, it moves to block your path, its glowing eyes fixed on you. How will you tackle this new obstacle? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Base tape has been chosen. Seduce the golem with a rendition of "Kiss from a Rose." With the guardian golem blocking your path, you decide to try a different approach. You start strumming your lute, the opening notes of "Kiss from a Rose" floating through the air. You lock eyes with the golem, hoping your music will reach whatever semblance of a heart it might have. Bar da bar da 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 ya ya bar da 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 bar bar eer. Dragon_Lord has been chosen. Sing, "Gotta Catch, 'Em All," in a joyful way to raise your spirit. Tell us the lyrics exchanging the names of the Pokemon for monsters exclusive to D&D. Feeling a burst of enthusiasm, you decide to raise your spirits with a familiar tune, but with a unique twist. You start singing, Gotta Catch 'Em All, exchanging the names of the Pokemon for some iconic D&D monsters. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To slay them is my real test, to train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide, teach monsters to understand the power that's inside. D&D monsters, gotta catch 'em all. It's you and me, I know it's my destiny. D&D monsters. As you belt out the chorus, you exchange Pokemon with D&D monsters, naming a few iconic beasts: Bahamut, Mind Flayer, Gelatinous Cube, Matacore, Beholder. You're my crew. You teach me and I'll teach you, D&D monsters. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, D&D monsters. You finish the song, the final note ringing out in the tower. The atmosphere feels charged, your spirit certainly lifted. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Earl Testicles has been chosen. I scream, Wu-Tang is for the kids. As ODB starts to rap. Feeling a surge of energy, you yell, Wu-Tang is for the kids. The echo of your voice reverberates through the tower, and the air seems to pulsate with your declaration. As if spurred by your shout, a spectral figure materializes beside you. It's ODB, the legendary rapper, bearing an ethereal blur. He begins to rap, his words filling the tower, intertwining with your own energy. Feeling a surge of energy, you yell, Wu-Tang is for the kids. The echo of your voice reverberates through the tower, and the air seems to pulsate with your declaration. As if spurred by your shout, a spectral figure materializes beside you. It's ODB, the legendary rapper, bearing an ethereal blur. He begins to rap, his words filling the tower, intertwining with your own energy. Shame on you, when you step through to the old dirty bastard, Brooklyn Zoo. What you wanna do? You wanna get down? Tell me, what you wanna do? Do you wanna get down? The golem seems momentarily taken aback by the sudden turn of events. This could be your chance to act. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach Demon has been chosen. Uwu I sing, stop, hammer time, and then plunge my sword into the groin of the golem where its heart is located. I cut it out and eat the still beating heart. Stop, hammer time, you sing, your voice resonating with determination. Then, with a swift move, you draw your longsword and plunge it into the golem's groin, where its heart is located. Roll a d20 for an attack roll to see if you can successfully strike the golem's heart. Tell me what you rolled. You rolled 11. With a roll of 11, you are able to strike, but not with full force. Your longsword hits the golem's stony hide, causing a crack to form where its heart is located. However, extracting and consuming the golem's heart is a more complex task. Roll another d20 to see if you can successfully cut out the golem's heart and consume it. Tell me what you rolled. You rolled 18. With a roll of 18, you skillfully manage to extract the golem's heart. It pulses with a strange energy, its rhythm eerily similar to a heartbeat. Without a second thought, you take a bite. It tastes like raw power and ancient magic, a flavor unlike anything you've ever experienced. As you consume the heart, you feel a surge of power coursing through you. The room around you seems to shimmer and warp before returning to normal. Have you just absorbed some of the golem's power? Suddenly, the tower begins to rumble, a deep, ominous sound that sends a shiver down your spine. It appears your actions may have triggered something. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach Demon has been chosen. I post a Tigger warning to stop the rise of the shrieking purple-haired banshee. Feeling a sudden chill in the air, you quickly call out a warning, your voice echoing through the tower. Beware, the shrieking purple-haired banshee is rising. To your surprise, the warning seems to have an immediate effect. The rumbling ceases, and the tower falls eerily silent once again. It seems you've successfully averted a potential crisis, the tower responding to your command and halting the rise of the banshee. With the immediate danger gone, you can now focus on your primary mission, to find the moon tier. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach Demon has been chosen. Grab the moon tear and get the hell out of there, singing Bat Out of Hell. With the path clear, you quickly locate the moon tier. Its silvery glow illuminates the room, casting enchanting patterns on the stone walls. You reach out and take the gem, feeling its cool, pulsing energy in your hand. Eager to leave the tower, you start singing Bat Out of Hell at the top of your lungs, the lyrics echoing your feelings perfectly. Like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes. When the night is over, like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone, gone, gone. Like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes. You and your companions race down the tower stairs, your song filling the air, punctuated by Mr. Fuzzbit's caterwauling and Bonus Hole's howls. Once outside, you mount bonus hole and ride away from the tower at breakneck speed, the moon tier secure in your possession. The journey back to the city of berries awaits. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Base ape has been chosen. Locate the werecat where you first encountered them and use the moon tear on it. With the moon tear in your possession, you ride back to the city of berries and locate the place where you first encountered the werecat. You dismount from bonus hole, the wolf staying close by your side while Mr. Fuzzbot watches from your shoulder. You move cautiously, the moonlight casting long shadows on the cobbled streets. As you approach the spot, you see a figure hunched in the shadows, the werecat. You step forward, holding out the moon tear. Its silvery glow intensifies, bathing the werecat in its light. The gem pulses with energy, humming with an ancient melody that only you can hear. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Dragon_Lord has been chosen. Sing, "What's New Pussycat," and tell us the lyrics. Holding the moon tear aloft, you begin to sing, your voice strong and clear. The tune of "What's New Pussycat" fills the air, your lyrics echoing in the silent city. What's new, werecat? Whoa, 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 what's new, werecat? Whoa, 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 werecat, werecat, I've got flowers and lots of hours to spend with you. So go and powder your cute little werecat nose. Werecat, werecat, I love you, yes I do, and your werecat ways invite me to stay a night with you. What's new, werecat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. As you sing, the moon tear pulses in time with your song, its glow enveloping the werecat. The werecat watches you, its eyes shining with an almost human intelligence. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Base ape has been chosen. Yell, begone thought, as the moon tear finishes its transformation. As the moon tear's glow intensifies, you feel a surge of energy building up. The air around the werecat shimmers, and its form begins to change. Begone, thought, you yell, your voice echoing through the alley. The moon tear pulses one more time before releasing a burst of light, temporarily blinding you. When your vision clears, the werecat is gone. In its place stands a humanoid figure, their form still hazy. It appears the transformation was successful. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Dragon_Lord has been chosen. Yell, bleach demons be gone. Bleach demons be gone, you shout, your voice reverberating off the nearby buildings. The echo of your words seem to cleanse the air, and an overwhelming sense of calm fills the alleyway. The figure in front of you stirs, their form becoming more solid. Slowly, they raise their head, their eyes meeting yours. You can't help but gasp at the sight. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach demon has been chosen. I see that my sister Janet is before me. I slap her across the face in the traditional family greeting. As the figure's features come into focus, you recognize the familiar face of your sister, Janet. A surge of emotions washes over you, but you manage to keep your composure. Without a word, you step forward and give Janet a resounding slap across the face, the traditional family greeting in your clan. Janet staggers slightly, her hand flying to her cheek. Then, her eyes widen in recognition and she grins at you. Always the dramatic one, Ijeoma, she says, her voice filled with warmth. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Base Ape has been chosen. Ask what happened to Mum and Dad. With Janet back in her human form, you find yourself filled with burning questions. Janet, you begin, your voice choked with emotion. What happened to Mum and Dad? Janet's eyes well up with tears as she takes your hand. It's a long story, Ijeoma, she says, her voice barely more than a whisper. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Base Ape has been chosen. Slap her again. Tell me where they are. Feeling frustrated by her vagueness, you give Janet another resounding slap. Janet, this is no time for games, you snap, your eyes burning with urgency. Tell me where they are. Janet clutches her reddening cheek, looking at you with a mixture of surprise and understanding. All right, Ijeoma, she says, her voice firm. I'll tell you everything. What will you do next? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat to suggest the next course of action. Bleach Demon has been chosen. I blindfold Janet and force her into an arranged marriage, so I can get the large dowry and spend it on drink and merriment. Seeing an opportunity, you decide to take advantage of the situation. Janet, you begin, your tone deceptively sweet. I have the perfect suitor for you. With a quick flick of your wrist, you produce a blindfold and tie it around Janet's eyes. Protesting, but ultimately resigned, Janet allows you to lead her to the city center. You quickly arrange a marriage with the richest bachelor in town, securing a hefty dowry in the process. As the marriage ceremony concludes, you can't help but smile. You have the money, and the city is alive with potential for drink and merriment. Congratulations on successfully completing your quest, brave adventurer. Your fortitude, wit, and creativity have truly shone in this narrative journey we've undertaken together. It's through your choices and actions that this story came to life. I want to take a moment to thank everyone who has joined us on this adventure. Your support is what makes games like these possible. If you've enjoyed this experience and would like to help us create more immersive stories, consider supporting us via Patreon. Each game costs around $20 to run, so every contribution truly helps. And finally, if you've enjoyed your time with us today, don't forget to support the channel. Liking and subscribing greatly helps us in bringing more captivating narratives your way. Remember, your support fuels these epic adventures. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to our next journey together.